Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, we're on book 2 of the Junior Jedi Knights series, and this one is called Lyric's World. In Lyric's World, Anakin and Tahiri go to help their friend Lyric. Lyric is a melody, and she's about to metamorph from a landwalker into a sea dweller. And so to do that, she must go back to her home planet. Well, of course, Luke allows, her friends to go with them, Anakin and Tahiri, because it seems pretty harmless. But actually, it's a very dangerous planet, as we find out. You see, as the melodies metamorph into this new, sea dweller, they have to kind of cocoon themselves, and they're completely defenseless on the planet full of dangerous animals. Okay, so she's asking Anakin and Tahiri just to watch over her and keep her safe. Now, of course, dangerous animals are going to come a-calling, and Anakin and Tahiri have to team up to, get rid of them and defeat them and protect their friend Lyric. So, kind of fast forward here, of course they protect her, and she transforms into a sea dweller. She's so thankful for everything that Anakin and Tahiri has done, she introduces them to the elders. And the elders hear about the Golden Globe from the kids, and they go, I think we have something that can help you out. There's something in their prophecy that they share with Anakin and Tahiri to give them clues on how to break the curse, the Golden Globe. And basically that's all that happens here. But I'm not done. I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about I wasn't going to talk about this right now, but I'm afraid I may miss it when I get to the later books, so I want to address it now. Lyric's character was supposed to be reintroduced as an adult later on in the New Jedi Order. But what happened, unfortunately, is toward the beginning of the New Jedi Order, it's one line. They said, oh yeah, she died. And they're like, wait, what? Lyric's dead? What? Oh, you don't even get to see how she died. It was just a one-line comment, she's dead. Well, later on, Walter John Williams, who wrote Destiny's Way, said, hey, I want to take this Lyric character and see what she's like as a Jedi. I want to bring her back. And I was thinking, this is going to be awesome. But they told the author, oh, you can't do that because we killed her off. In like this one sentence. It's kind of sad because we don't get to see, not that Lyric was a great character, but I always like to see, we see this character in Junior Jedi Knights, and it's so awesome when we get to see them later in later books as they've grown up. We don't get to know what Lyric was like as an adult, as a fully fledged Jedi Knight. We know that later on she became a Jedi Knight, but she died offhand, and I don't like that. I hate that she got shortchanged. And I don't know why they even decided to kill off Lyric with one line. Not that Lyric was a well-loved character, just, I get it, throwaway character for one book in a Junior Jedi Knight series that they think, it's probably not important. But for people like me, I was like, no, I want to see more of her. And Walter John Williams did too, but unfortunately, that was not the case. So we could have had some more continuity here with Lyric and her character, but we didn't. Now the other thing that I found very fascinating, and this may interest a few Anakin Solo fans, is that at the very beginning of the book, the first chapter, it referenced Anakin Solo as Anakin Skywalker. Yeah. And this is back before the prequels, folks. So Anakin Skywalker wasn't really, everyone knew who he was, but it wouldn't be that big a mix-up because he wasn't in the movies, or, young Anakin. So Anakin Skywalker is his name. If you have that book, you can look on the first chapter too and see it says Anakin Skywalker. Wait, what? And I'm wondering, because as some of you know Anakin's fate, George said, I don't want people getting Anakin Solo and Anakin Skywalker confused. And yet here, the authors, the publishers, and everyone let it slip in one of these novels, the words Anakin Skywalker, showing how they could get confused. Now, anyone who read that, they probably weren't thinking Darth Vader, right, when they were reading that. In fact, I totally didn't catch this until I read about it later on, that it said Anakin Skywalker. But it is interesting that everyone got those two confused, and for years, no one's ever told me this before, that it said Anakin Skywalker, because we all just assumed Anakin Solo. So for us, they're one and the same, I guess. But I wonder if that misprint put the seeds in George's mind and going, well, he's just a Junior Jedi Knights character right now, so that's fine. But once he took more prevalence in the adult novels, that's when George Lucas was thinking, this is a bad idea. I don't know. I'm not saying that's the reason why. You know, I'm not saying that's the reason why by far, but you can see what happened there. They meant Anakin Solo. They said Anakin Skywalker. Interesting, you know, faux pas by Nancy Richardson there, and that never got caught by anyone. Just made it into print too. But anyway, that's some interesting things about, you know, the characters and basically the book itself. Not the book itself is fine, but the lore that goes on afterwards is, to me, kind of a little bit more intriguing. Now, what happens in Book 3 of Nancy Richardson's trilogy, her final finale before it's taken over by Rebecca Moesta? Well, you'll have to find that out in the next video. See you then.